Hello, my name is Sheldon. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as USA. In previous episode, we had an election and we've been a bit struggling on passing the graduate section, but we did manage to get a little bit further on the exploiting Amazon, or exploiting the Amazon, so that's decent. We still need to get, I think, one more time on the exploit Amazonian state, and then I believe we'll have both of them. It's just basically we need to get this to level 4 urban center, and I think we're not too far from that. I mean, we do need to get a little bit more construction in here. We also kind of do need to stop doing government construction right now because we are running low on cash. But at the same time, the private sector's got 100 million in there, so we can probably keep on. Well, they can keep on construction for a while. Let's put it that way. Oh, how bad is the so looks like American Abyssinia. Oh, the attitude is aloof. Okay. So not that great. I could reduce the payments a little bit. Actually, how is their... oh, they don't have a whole lot of liberty side to begin with. But it's actually best to have a look at our subjects. So all of them are fairly loyal overall. Or at least not very uppity, let's just say. We don't actually need to worry about it too much then. There's a lot of railways being built. And everything that we have in the construction queue right now is already being built. So it does mean that our expenses will be dropping very rapidly. At least for a little while. We've still got quite a bit infamy. But we could go and use some of that infamy to just conquer more lands, really. Is ours land something that... oh, there's... oh. Yeah, they're definitely someone that has been building. So, oh, Dutch mass immigration from Belgium to Minnesota. Alright then. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Although it's unfortunately not in the, technically speaking, in the Western America. Let's actually have a look. How is the colonizing going there? So we've got about 14.6 million right now, so we still need about 2.4. So we... I say that I shouldn't be building too much, but maybe I do need to build a little bit further in here. Now, of course, we will get that colonization done eventually. It doesn't have a, like, it expires at this point, or anything like that. Well, there we go, workplace safety increasing. The skyscraper is nearly done. We might want to go ahead and just build up some more... government administration buildings in here. I know it's going to cost us a little bit, but it's also just making sure that we do have the bureaucracy needed. Because otherwise we might not have it. But we've still got over 3 million gold reserves, although it's rapidly diminishing. We could admittedly just increase the taxes and be making a whole lot of money right now, which is probably okay. We've still got decent legitimacy. It will drop the standard of living slightly, which we had reached the top 3 already. Just, oh, Sweden's standard of living has dropped drastically. Okay, I don't know what's caused that, but yeah, that's still good. So now that we're making money, we could actually go ahead and... oh, ostracize with Egypt. Oh, what's this about? Oh, right. Oh, they want to make Egypt into a protectorate. Oh, right, because the radical revolt's got a whole lot. Okay. Oh, backroom dealings exposed. Oh dear, that's going to be... you know what, I'm going to take the minus 15% so that we can reset the... oh, gold discovered in Zacatecas. Okay, let's have a look at that then. How much gold do we have in there thus far? There's 3 gold fields and 1 gold mine, so not that massive amount. We do need to get a railway in here, though. We are actually building it already. And there we go, already over 330 million GDP, so that's been growing very rapidly. I do actually wonder, if we have a look at the ledger... oh yeah, we've got about nearly 100 million difference between us and Britain. They do still have, of course, a lot more prestige, but we are starting to catch up a little bit now again. We've got, well, they've still got advantage about 1,300 and something, 50 also. So it's not ideal for us yet. Oh, legislative failure. Right, there we go. So it resets it back to 34%. And we start from starting now, which cannot afford getting another setback, or we won't be able to get the taxation law change. Although if we don't get that change, it's not the end of the world, which just would be nice to have. Ooh, who was this part of? Was a reformer? I don't know, actually. It was one of the party leaders, though. Oh, there we go. The railways are being built. The oil rigs are being built. What else do we actually need? We do need a lot more engines. We're the number 2 producer of engines, but yeah, let's go ahead and get another motor industry then. Virginia could have a little bit more. Get that to 10. They won't have enough peasants necessarily to run all of that, but I'm sure that more people will move in there, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Ohio could get a little bit. Get 2 in there. And maybe we'll get 1 more in Utah. That's costing us again, but we're making money right now, so actually doing some more construction work is not a problem. So let's actually have a look. So there's Austria and Egypt versus Britain. We do hate Britain, to be fair, but I don't think we have necessarily the army to quite challenge them. Oh, North German Federation and France are fighting. Also, Germany is actually leading that. Well, some of the battles anyway. They have pushed into Lorraine already. The French comes and they're pushing. Oh yeah, they're taking Champagne already. That is quite a rapid advancing in here by the looks of it. Oh yeah, that. That is a bit of a surprise. Oh, that's a bit of a big battle. Now, how much do they actually conquer from this? I do wonder. Actually, well, after this battle, we'll have a look. What is actually the war itself about? It could be the unification casus belli. Well, the battle is still raging on. They've already, during this battle, they've taken a full-on state in Picardy. This graveyard. Okay, so we can't get that one. Oh, we've got the new mandate available. Right, let's have a look at that real quick. So what's the construction 3? Alright, that just gives us a new... I think we're going to go with the ideological truth 2. And let's have a quick look at the war. What is this about? French Republic versus Bavaria. Oh. Alright then. They want us to turn Bavaria into protectorate, and that's a bit... Bavaria is going to conquer some land from France. And liberate Corsica and Occitania. Oh wow. France is not going to be very strong after this, I reckon. Because they are not winning this war by the looks of it. Oh, because the Russians are also in there. There's Baltic governors and all that. So it's just that so much troops in there that they are getting overwhelmed. New neighbors, new grudges. Dutch minority, or a minority group of Dutch has recently settled in the state of Minnesota. Yeah, we know. Seeking a better future. However, the local Yankee elites are stirring up a resentment, claiming the Dutch newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. We get a bit more acceptance for the Dutch people. That's alright. Oh, there we go. There's the wargaming. So our offense goes up. I reckon that might actually increase our prestige slightly as well. It's not necessarily going to be enough, but it does have an impact. Oh, there we go. Now we're making a lot of money. How much are we still paying for construction? Not a whole lot. At this point, though, we might want to just start mass producing again things further and further. One of the things that we are, like, number 2 producer, but we're not quite there to become the number 1 yet. We could try to... Okay, ironclads is 1. We might be able to increase that a decent bit. Explosives were number 2, tools and gold, paper, hardwood, grain, fish. Dyes were number 3, coal were number 2, iron were number 2, and ammunition number 3. There's still fine art is another thing that we could use quite a bit more. We are actually exporting a lot of it though. And also silk, we are still importing a lot. Well, basically we're importing everything, just we are also using a good chunk. But it's not too bad. Also, that reminds me, we've got the logging camps down here. Let's make sure that these are actually set to be... Well, first of all, we'll use the sawmills. Then go for the focus hardwood production. And also, is that... Oh, that is level 4 already. Does not have that... Oh, right, hold on a minute. So, do we have the Taming the Amazon in here currently? So, yeah, it's a 16 months and then we're going to do that next level, I think. It's got a bit of a timer there that we need to wait. But yeah, let's go ahead and get some more production. So, first of all, we'll get some more... glassworks. Where do we... Oh, wow, Missouri is really profitable. I guess we'll just keep on producing there. And then maybe Ohio... Well, get a little bit in Illinois. Maybe one more in Tennessee. Get 1 extra in Missouri, so that's going to be 10 extras in there. So that's a lot of glassworks. Then another thing is we could probably... Actually, what was the other thing? So steel. Let's get some steel mills. Arizona could... Well, they don't have infrastructure there, but we'll build one and we'll also build a bit of railway there. That should probably be fine. Yeah, we'll get 2 levels of that. The power plant isn't active yet. Or not all that active yet, at least. I guess we could go ahead and put in the electric street lights in here. And provide some demand for it, at least. There's not a whole lot of peasants in here, so we'll get 1 steel mill. We got the iron mines in here. Oh, right, actually, the iron mines aren't fully active, but we don't have the transportation, really, to use the... well, the railway upgrade there. Although we are building 2 more levels, so maybe we could get something about that. just to be on the safe side, I'm also going to go ahead and build a few more universities in California. Then maybe we'll also go out and build some more paper mills, actually. I have a feeling that California is going to be fairly profitable. We'll get a few levels in there. There we go. So now we're no longer making money, but we've got a lot of construction work at least underway. Now, looks like the engine demand is, while still fairly high, it's going down slightly. We're now researching the film. That's going to be still 20 months. What is spreading to us right now? Right, concrete dockyards and corporate governance. I believe the corporate governance does... Oh, Morocco is improved relations. Alright then. Corporate governance, that gives us another company. Yeah, it does. And less urbanization per urban center. Oh, okay. That's going to increase the urban center levels drastically. Right, let's see if we can try to pass the old age pension, actually. It would probably radicalize the industrialists. We'll try it nonetheless. We've got a bit better chance on this than we had on the taxation law. And we did promise the trade unions to pass this. That would then improve the... Actually, what does it do directly? Minimum wages would go up, workforce ratio would go down, but food security would go up drastically, welfare payments would go up drastically, and dependent enfranchisement would go up a little bit. It's probably going to be fine. Skyscraper survey should be done shortly. And Britain still hasn't built the Suez Canal. Actually, where is my... the Army of Florida again? They're stationed at the Dixie HQ. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move this one. Can't move it in there, but we can move it back to Brazil HQ to be a little bit closer. To do another war in Ethiopia, just to expand a little bit in there. Also, I suppose we are close to getting some new borders over here, or new neighbors over here. Oh, there we go, that's the survey completed. So where does it want to build it? Kentucky. Okay. Sure. Devil's Railroad in Amazonas. We'll go full steam ahead for now, just to build that, or keep the construction going. And then, Sinful Life of, oh. Right, that's, what, is that the leader of, yeah, that's the leader, oh, ruler and the leader of a petite bourgeoisie. Well, I do want to reduce the, oh, actually, if we go for this one, petite bourgeoisie's, attraction will go down even further for 5 years. Let's go for that one. And then let's go and build the skyscraper in Kentucky. Not where I expected it to be, I'll be honest, but you know what? Sure. So yeah, let's go and build that. Actually, that's not going to be up there, isn't it? It's down here. We're losing a tiny bit of cash right now, but that's alright. We'll get that back eventually. We've got 1900 construction speed. I mean, the investment pool is still increasing. It did go down from 100 million to 95 million, but yeah, now it's increasing pretty quickly again. Oh, concrete dock, yeah, so that's a modern port. Actually, oh, that's going to be great. Also, I suppose the shipyards, we can just switch to the steam ships at this point. I don't think there's a whole lot of demand for clippers anymore. Ooh, also the training laws, we should probably change those. And then, where's the port? There we are. So that's going to be quite a bit of oil required, but that does mean that the oil production is going to be much more profitable, which probably means that might want to increase the oil rig capacity. So let's get some more in Pennsylvania, for example. Get a little bit in Louisiana, Alabama. But also a lot more in... Well, actually, there's not that much in the West yet. Montana could have a little bit. Utah and Colorado have been built up already. We'll get some more over there. And let's also go and get some more railway into these two. And I guess these two. And that one. Just to keep the infrastructure levels at least decent so we can expand further. Ooh, and there we go. Securing the power completed. Final word. Our efforts to undermine the petite bourgeoisie's reputation have been extremely successful. With their influence now weakened, it is time for us to attend to more important matters. People know who to respect, plus 5 authority, or more legitimacy. We'll get the legitimacy, actually. So now the petite bourgeoisie is, well, they're still fairly influential, but they are around 20% only. Ooh, automatic machine guns is spreading. Oh, that's going to be handy. Right, electricity shortages in Arizona and California. We should probably deal with that. Going to be a bit more construction. Oh, there's not enough people working at the power plant over here in California. We have a bit of labor shortage down here. So actually, how is this speaking of population? We've got 14.7 million right now. We need a lot more than that. Which, not much I can do about that. How much are we getting from the consumption tax? 128,000. I mean, that's pretty decent. Although if we were to put in tobacco and porcelain tax instead, that would be even better. Yeah, there we go. Now we're making money while constructing full speed. Industrialists are still very upset at us. Not surprised, to be fair. The Great Train Smash. An enterprising entertainer has arranged for 2 aging locomotives to run into each other at a local fair. The resulting collision may pose a danger to the crowd, although that hasn't stopped Upton Saltonstall, leader of the Evangelicals, from declaring that he will have a front row seat at the event. I guess everyone enjoy the spectacle. He might die. If he dies, he dies. Oh, the Evangelicals are no longer an influential group anyway. Ooh, low progress study, there we go. That's at least going forward. Persuasion. With the rumours about his way of life reaching all social strata, and his reputation undermined, we can certainly pursue... Oh, right, so that's the president to step down from his position as the leader of petty bourgeoisie. We could make the scandal even bigger. We'll make the scandal even bigger. We'll try to undermine the petty bourgeoisie as best as we can. Do we still have... Yeah, we still got... Oh, what's this then? Oh. Abyssinia's got a bit of uprising. Well, the good thing is we've got an army that we can send in. It might take a little while to get there, but we'll send it in there. Accidental good press for North German Federation. Okay, let's see. Good press. So, North German Federation Association. We can improve relations with Germany a little bit. Or intelligence will become more loyalist. You know what? I'm actually going to improve relations with Germany a little bit. I believe they are still one of our rivals, mind you, but we might be able to stop that at this point. End rivalry. Perhaps... Oh, right, Bavaria's got... Elsass-Lothringen. I wonder if they'll actually be able to form Germany or not. That still remains to be seen, I suppose. Our troops are going to take quite a while to arrive there now. Let's go ahead and queue up some more production. So I know that we need to get some more fertilizer by the looks of it. So let's get some fertilizer plants in, I guess, Minnesota. Oh, we don't have peasants there. Oh, boy. Montana, there's not a whole lot of infrastructure there. Kansas will do. We'll get some in Kansas and we'll also get some in Florida, I think. Mind you, get another railway in Florida just to be on the safe side. Maybe another port as well. And then also... It was Kansas that we got more in here, so that would be right about there. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to build another railway there. Oh, there we go, just to get the construction going. We've got 17.5 standard living, so that's still pretty good. Ooh. Right, so we're colonizing further over here in Oromia. Even while the war is going on. Alright then. All potential uprising is going on in there. Oh! Egyptian uprising against Britain. Interesting. That could be a... Well, it probably won't stop the British from expanding, but that is an interesting turn of events there. I don't think they don't have a whole lot of support though, so it's yeah, that uprising is not going to last very long, especially with Germany and Belgium leaning towards the British side. Ooh, there we go, corporate governance. So I suppose we did have one of the things that we wanted to. Was get the fruit company. Let's go out and get that. I don't know if we've got enough fruit plantations for that yet. To get the achievement that is. Where is it on the list here anyway? Oh, I don't think we have the option for it right now. It might be over here on the attainable companies, but not available yet. The United Fruit Company. Oh, needs to be 5 fruit plantations in Central. Okay, Oh no, we've got plenty in here, but that might not be in Central America yet. What about in here? No, we'll only have 1. Okay, so that's... Or maybe... Oh, do we need to... no, all of these are pretty full right now. And most of these are in our block already. So we can't form the United Fruit Company. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Did we get fruit plantations down here? Oh, yeah, we could. Let's get that one, and then we can maybe get that. We'll go ahead and toss these to the top of the list, just to be on the safe side. So that's going to be taking 10 weeks, so we're not going to get the company quite yet. We'll wait until we can get the United Fruit Company. Right, so how is the secession movement against us? The war has, technically speaking, actually, no, it hasn't started yet, has it? No, not yet. Ooh, urbanized the United States of America completed. Well, there we go. Wind of change. Nevada shines like never before, so we'll get more... Oh, Nevada gets more loyalists from political movements. Or urban center building throughput. Let's get the urban center building throughput, quite frankly. Doesn't mean the services and things like that are going to be very cheap at that point. So our troops are... Okay, they're sailing past Madagascar right now. So they'll arrive here eventually. Oh, and central planning is spreading. Oh, what did we get as a research? Oh, right, so we're still getting the film. The central planning, that's going to unlock the... Oh, that's actually interesting. Oh, no, film is already tier 4. Never mind. And so was corporate governance, actually. But yeah, that's going to increase the Home Affairs Max Institution, more tax capacity, and government dividends efficiency. That's actually quite handy. And that also unlocks the command economy, which might be something that we'll try to go for. So in production, there's nothing spreading yet. But yeah, we'll get the combustion engine after that, so we can start producing automobiles. Alright, the troops have nearly arrived into Ethiopia, so this civil war shouldn't be too bad. The enemy... Actually, no, they've got a decent army in here. It's not a very good army, but they've got a decent army. Decent-sized army, that is. Child of the workhouse. Child who grew up in a workhouse institution spoke before Congress today, detailing the conditions there and urging the abolition of the poor laws. Makes the point well enough. Or intergroup political strength plus 10% for trade unions. Intergroup approval -2 for trade unions. I think we do want to increase the political strength further. And that's a 20% boost for the old age pension then. So I think if we can get the strength of the, or clout of the trade unions even higher, that'd be nice. I don't know how long until we got the next election actually. Next year, December, so okay. Next year, or about a year from now, the election season will begin. And the war has begun. The enemy is probably trying to advance right now, briefly. But our troops will be arriving there in a few days, and then we're going to have a fight. Yeah, the enemy has decided that, no, we're not actually going to advance anymore. Oh dear. There's darkness. Right, Krakatoa. We'll help them. We've got the money. Right now, at least. Nights of waves. Waves stolen the chimneys have ravaged the state of Hawaiian Islands. A terrible consequence of the volcanic eruption. Okay, so we'll get... Oh, right, yeah. It does... well, yeah, it's not great. Let's just say. Right, so our attack should be still... Oh, actually. We are outnumbered in this battle. We are inflicting a lot more casualties on the enemy than we are taking ourselves. As long as we win the first battle, that's going to be making it a lot easier fighting for the next battles. We can afford replenishing the losses quite easily. Can we now make the fruit company? Aha, United Fruit Company. And then what we shall do is we'll go for the buildings and privatize all the fruit plantations or banana plantations. Also going to go ahead and increase the irrigation there. To improve the productivity even further. There we go, that's the first battle. The enemy still has roughly the same numbers of men there as we do. But of course our troops are much higher quality, so this is going to be a fairly easy victory for us, I reckon. We do also need to get some more construction going, I reckon, so I guess we need more engines. Well, more engines it is then. More engines it is. Get some more engine production in California. Maybe one in Washington. We're already getting a few levels in Utah. We'll get... actually. So where do we have the most peasants? Oklahoma would be still on the Great Plains, so that would count for the west. So we'll get one in there. Kansas would not be very profitable necessarily for the engines or motor industries, but we'll get at least a few more underway on overall. Then maybe some more class works. Kansas, we started building some in there already, so we'll just build some more. There we go, that's going to keep us busy for a wee bit. While we continue fighting down here in Africa, and that's going to be another victory. Once again, the enemy did have more troops in the combat itself, but that's not quite enough to win this battle. And the old age pension, that is, it's got a decent chance of passing through, or going forward again. It's about a coin flip right now. Hey, there we go. We've won that coin flip. And we've got 350 million GDP here. That's not too bad. Prestige-wise, though, we are still quite a bit behind Britain. We're still about 1,400 points. We are catching up slightly, but we may need to... One of the things that we might want to do is just increase the army size Although for that, we are having a bit of issues. I mean, we are running a bit low on states where we can still expand. We could probably go ahead and get one more army at least. Of course, we could go ahead and get another general for the Pacific Army, for example. Oh boy. I guess we'll... I'm going to say the Southern Planter, actually, instead of the British bourgeoisie. And we'll go ahead and get some more troops over here for this. That should get us to 60 now total, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I should. So that's going to be a decent increase in the military over there as well. That's the population. So we're still only 14.8 million. So we haven't actually gained that much population in the Western America recently. I suppose things have calmed down a little bit. Meanwhile, the battle is still raging on. How much have we actually managed to retake of the state here? 51%, 77%, so we need one more battle in here to conquer that state. And then it's just going to be Oromia itself, I guess. Oh, gold depleted in Zacatecas. So we had 3 gold fields there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, now we're going to get 3 mines. Well, there we go. How's this skyscraper coming along? Still 33 weeks away. Also getting a whole lot of fertilizers plants now, so that's going to be pretty decent. Ooh, Franco-Provincial mass immigration from Occitania to Mississippi. Now, Mississippi, unfortunately, does not count for the... and none of the surrounding states count for the West America either. So, yeah, it's 14.8 million, so we still need about 2.2 million. If we keep on building more stuff in here, I'm sure that the things will improve. But right now, it's not quite there yet where we need it to be. Oh, there we go. We've got less than 1 million radicals now. That's pretty decent. Right, we've taken one of the states already in here. Now it's just a matter of, well, the enemy doesn't have a whole lot of troops to begin with here. We've now got the manpower advantage in the combat as well from the get-go, so I think this shouldn't take too long. It's a fairly quick, 4 fairly quick battles, and we will win this civil war for our colony. Yeah, there we go. That's a decent chunk already. Well, there's more room for colonization, but that's a start at least. Now, another thing that we may need to do is we probably need to get some more government administration buildings, first of all. We keep on building stuff in California. I'm hoping that that's just going to start pulling in so much... oh, actually, we might need a little bit in New York as well. Looking like the tax modifier isn't quite sufficient there. Also, Kentucky could use a little bit extra. And Pennsylvania could use a tiny bit extra. And maybe Virginia. So we'll have plenty of... not prestige, bureaucracy again. And then let's have a look at the... local prices in California. What do we actually need here? Energy is one of those things. Well, for energy, we just need people to work it. Like, we've got the buildings there. But we have basically no one working there. Which is why, well, you know what, we could probably just subsidize the building for a little while. So we can get some cheap electricity. We can then start using that in the logging. Actually, we're trying to use that in the logging already. Oh, actually, speaking of which, let's put the rail transportation with the logging. So that's going to relieve some workers from there to maybe work in the power plants. Among other things, but, you know, that should help a little bit. Also, the wheat farms, we are using the, yeah, we're using the steam power threshing machines already. Gold mines have the worker reduction there. Iron mines do not. Neither have the sulfur mines. Sulfur mines, let's get the steam donkey there at least. Maybe we'll also put the rail transportation for that, because that's not going to be necessarily that bad for the transportation overall. Smoke streams. Red sunsets were reported for several months across the country. Fire engines were even called out in Nevada to quench the apparent conflagration. Many artists and academics have expressed their interest in this phenomenon. Ooh, Art Academy building throughput. University. I'm going to get the Art Academy building throughput because we are still hitting our max innovation anyway. What do we have here? They are just doing nothing. Oh, yeah, we'll get a little bit more pop attraction for the trade unions. Excellent. So, ooh, there we go. Yeah, they still got about 1/3 of the cloud total, which is, you know, it's not terrible, but we could use it a bit higher. I'm hoping that the southern planters will start losing more and more of their influence, so that they would be no longer influential. And then that would mean a little bit less votes going into the Democratic Party, hopefully. Well, there we go. That war's over now. I'll probably make sure that the army over here is going into Brazil, because that's basically the closest one from here. So that once we do another war down here in Africa, we can just send them in. Interesting. So it's still got the state border over there. Probably going to eventually go away. But with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll get the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.